Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is my project share for the Smash Our Stash collab. It is a collab hosted by Beth, who's Bourbon Creek Crafts, and the purpose of this collab is just to get us to use items in our stash that we may have forgotten about. Each month there is an item that we're supposed to use in our projects. This month for September, it was flowers, to pull out all of our flowers, which I happen to have tons of flowers, paper flowers, like ones that I've made, ones that like Prima flowers, Paper Studio has their own flowers, Recollections, just all those different, which I just now happen to realize when I'm looking at my supplies. I used two types of flowers. I used some paper flowers and flowers or brads that are shaped like flowers. Now I did use I made embellishments. I used these 2 packs of mini paper fans. They're like little rosettes. They were baby themed, but Beth had sent them to me a while back. Excuse me. Got drainage in my throat. But Beth had sent them to me quite a while back. She wasn't going to use them, and they just had little just little centers on the front that were easy to cover up. And then she gave me the idea, you know, just to cover them up and turn them into something else. So there was a girl pack and a boy pack, and I did use there's 4 in each one, so I made 8 embellishments. The flowers that I used, this was in a big tube, and it was too hard to go through, so a while back I dumped everything into a baggie. But there's like leaves in here, which I didn't use any leaves on my project. But this would be good for Halloween. This orange and, well, that really looks yellow. It's actually, well, I guess it's not too yellow. But this yellow and black would be awesome for Halloween. There's just different colors. This is really gorgeous. Okay, I'm not here to do a walkthrough of these flowers and leaves, but this is the assortment that I used on my project. And then I just used this little sticky foam tape, and this is super sticky. It's awesome. It's from Dollar Tree, and I love it. And I usually pick up a couple of rolls every now and then because it's really, really nice. I like the thickness of it, and it's super sticky. So these were put together, these flower embellishments were put together without any like glue gun, just the tape, the foam tape. And here are the centers that I used for my flower embellishments. These are little flower shaped brads. I've had them forever and a day in my stash. I actually have quite a few packs of these. So I did use up 8 total. One of them was already, I guess I had used it out of a different pack, because I had one flower that I made a while back, and then I decided I was going to do this for this collab. So I just had to make the remaining 7 just now. So that is what I used on the centers. So let me go ahead and show these real fast. And these are my embellishments. These rosettes are super, super sturdy. They're very thick, very like heavy duty. And as you can see under here, it had this little, just a circle piece of cardstock, and it had like a baby either image or a saying or something that had to do with either baby girls or baby boys. And I really love the colors of the rosettes. Like now I used the orange flower on this because in the centers of these white flowers they are orange, and so I was kind of hoping that would pull out that little touch of orange. And then I used turquoise because that was as close as I could get to that lighter, like that blue in the other flowers. And then I went with the orange center. And this one was a really pretty soft pink, and I used the little tan, like a cream color, and a pink and cream sort of blended flower with a yellow center. And this one, this actually here, this flower was already put together with that little center, and I found it in a little container up on my shelf that had some other little flowers and things, but those flowers did not go with any of these rosettes except for this one. So I was able to use that one. And that's what got me started, you know, thinking that I could do the rest of these rosettes for this collab, because I had put together this one. And this really cool pointy flower. And then there's these two that were, like I said, these were already, this one particular flower was already put together. The rest of them only did 2 layers, and this one had 3. But I like that pink and cream together. And this one has sort of, there's a little touch of sort of a dark greenish, grayish brown stripe through there. And so I went with that darker flower with the light pink and then the pink center. And so there's those 4 flowers. That was the girl pack of those rosettes. And then for these, I love this one with the gray and the orange, and then that sort of a plaid with sort of a greenish gray and sort of an orangey. I mean, it's got all kinds of really cool variations in there. And then the orange center. This one has that really pretty blue and like brown and sort of a dark, almost like a brownish gray color. And so I just went with a very soft sort of a blue-green and this cream. And I thought those colors worked well with that plaid paper. And this one is a really pretty blue with sort of a goldish brown colored star. And so I went with sort of a creamy or like a tan. I think there happens to be 2 flowers there. I didn't even notice that. Oh well. But I went with this sort of a creamy tan color and brown. I thought those 2 went nicely with that rosette. I love the blue with the stars. That is super cute. And then this one was just a nice light turquoise or teal. And then I found this really cool flower that had teal or turquoise. I always kind of interchange those 2 colors all the time. I'm sure they're different, but I never really know. I'm not like a color expert, so I always get confused as to whether it's teal or turquoise. I usually call it turquoise. A really light turquoisey color, and then it had the pink, sort of pink splotches on it, and I thought that was really cool, so I went with the pink flower for the center, and then this bright turquoise center. So there are my 8 embellishments that I made out of flowers, 2 different kinds, the paper flowers and the brad flowers. I thought they turned out really, really adorable, and can't wait to be able to use these on like some cards or gift bags or tags or even ATCs. I think they'd be pretty cool on ATC. So those will go into my embellishment bin, and I will use those hopefully one day soon. And that is my project share for this month. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. Everyone that is participating in this collab will be listed down in the description box, so please check out those links and go to their channels and see what different ways they have come up with this month to use flowers, and you might get some ideas for using flowers you might have in your stash. So thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by, and I will talk to y'all later. Take care.